Sacred Saturday Playing Recap 28 June 2025 Computer Game Nancy Drew Labyrinth of Lies. Here I, Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle, recap my Sacred Saturday computer game playing from my Sacred Saturday on 28 June 2025. The computer game I selected for play this time was Nancy Drew Labyrinth of Lies 2014 game. This tradition is one I started as a preteen and continue on as I am able. It is a Saturday I dedicate to balanced eating and concentrated / ritualized computer game playing. I played the computer game on my 2011 MacBook Pro laptop with built-in CD / DVD slot, and this time I even pulled out, found my computer mouse. And my notes from play, so I played for 2 hours and 42 minutes, and which brought my total time across the 3 Saturdays before this and this Saturday to 13 hours and 16 minutes of like actual gameplay. And so I wrote really small on my notes this time, and page one side, the second side, and then page 202. I don't really know. So it's a little bit of like where I am in the game. There's some of the stuff it kind of looks like is getting set up for like a run sequence or something like that. Like an end of game sequence. Like I'm like, I have a bunch of stuff to do, but it's like putting it together and there's like a sequence that it needs to be done in, I'm guessing. So it might be like a long drawn out, like, but not long drawn out, like some of the Nancy Drew games, like there's a bunch of puzzles that are kind of spaced out at the end of the game, and then sometimes it's like super close together and just puzzle after puzzle after puzzle, but it doesn't really like give you in advance kind of notice of how many puzzles there are. So I'm kind of wondering if this is like a game where it goes like each of these things is a puzzle, but like I get to like know that it's a puzzle in advance as opposed to like a completely like here's a new puzzle each step of the way. But I don't know. So I'm like, it's been over 13 hours of play, but I've made continual progress in the game. So I'm like, I guess what I'm trying to say is like maybe I passed the halfway point, but I don't actually know. And also if I take a long time on the puzzles, then I might not like, but like I genuinely don't know. But there was a bunch of, in addition to talking to people this time, going back and checking the computer or going back and checking the tablet and stuff updating there and finding the stuff that updated there. There was a gemstone puzzle that I solved. I finally got to talk more to Grigor and Thanos, not necessarily in that order. There's the tile puzzle that I showed for one of my eating durings. I did not finish that one. I figured out a password. Oh, and did some notes and reading and trying to connecting dots. There was a bit of like, where is this going? What am I doing? What is, so there was that kind of stuff. And then I was thinking about, I've been like checking my email throughout the day, and I have a bunch of movies coming in. I want to go see a movie in theaters once, maybe twice. I want to do a cooking during the Sacred Saturday, but I also want, and I want to start the other game that I've installed, but I want to keep playing this one. And then there's the repairs on the car that got done, but then there was something went missing, so I need to take it back in. I need to get, we're starting to run low on supplies for the critters, so I need to go out to the feed center. There's a bunch of stuff that like I kind of need to do in the next week or two. So I'm not entirely, I brought up a weekend Wednesday kind of thing, and I'm like, I don't know about that this week, but like, depending on how long it takes me to roll out a second channel, if, as, when applicable kind of thing, if it takes me a few weeks to roll it out, well then if I wanted to try it and figure it out, let's start here as soon as possible, that kind of thing. Lewis is like, I'll be duking it out with your soulmate, whether you, and I'm the one you move in with. It's like, oh, no matter who it is, I'll be duking it out with the rest, whether you can see it or not. Because you're blind as a bat sometimes, darling. Let's do it with him. He just kind of like the one guy who completely toppled me in me finding him. And I will concede that at this point because I'm slightly less than dignified. So there we go. So there's a lot of progress in the maid and trying to figure out, like, my life just kind of has gone poof in a good way. And I'm like, that's the spirit of moving, isn't it? So there we go. And then food notes, I did Tillamook pepper jack cheese, which continued on the cheese theme for consecutive week 4. And then I had a spontaneous one with a vegan Franz English muffin, which was continuation of Franz Band as well as vegan. So there we go. There's my Sacred Saturday playing recap 28 June 2025 computer game Nancy Drew Labyrinth of Lies.